remembering when we were young in the 80s.
You all right?
Hold on. I've got a crisp in my mouth.
Lovely.
Stuck in my tooth.
You're going to leave this in, right? What?
No, because we always say, you're all right.
Yeah, I know.
All right, you're right.
Right. Ready?
Yep.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm all right. You all right?
Yeah, I'm all right.
It's Christmas!
I told you shouldn't have put dry roasted peanuts out just before the podcast.
I've literally got no moisture.
Old cunt chokes on peanut at start a podcast.
Oh, dear. Don't do noddy older kids if you've had a gob full of dry roasted.
He wouldn't want you to anyway. Get it all down his jap side. Welcome to the Acceptable in the 80s podcast.
56 seconds.
It's like the quickest go in a World Cup, isn't it?
Jesus Christ. Oh, welcome.
We might as well just say good night now.
Welcome to Acceptable in the 80s, December 1982. You all right?
Yeah, I'm right.
What's been happening? Tell us all about what you're up to.
Well, I've got to, haven't I? Because
Yeah.
normally at this point, we'd be promoting our sponsor, Urban Inc., and I can't help but think that you've said something that's upset them.
I'd invite listeners to message him why they think we have lost our sponsor. And I put it down to
It's just he's challenging.
AIDS,
It's challenging.
fanny rat,
It's,
rectal bleeding.
it's a challenging time for businesses at the moment.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is. And we should say we'd like to thank Billy and the team for their sponsorship.
Yeah, over about 2 years. So yeah.
So thank you. But if you're got a little business or just got a few quid, or you've got a band or something that you want to shout about to our audience, then drop us a little message on the socials and say you're interested in sponsoring this podcast. Then we'll sort it out. But you're sponsoring it this time, aren't you?
So this month's podcast is sponsored by "Fuck the Tories," the new single from the Cunts, out on the 16th of December. Multiple remixes and stuff that all count together for the main chart. So you have to buy it between the 16th of December on a download and midnight on the 22nd. Yeah.
It's great. What I'd suggest is that we don't release this on the 26th because you ain't fucking got round to producing it. So let's get it out
I'll
by
be
the
quick.
16th.
Now it's my thing. I'll be quicker this month.
Now there's a vested interest from you. Oh, amazing. Other than that, no, I'll do all my stuff and then I'll just fucking...
Well, this is the 5th. It'll be out on the 6th.
Well, I saw the video the other day, and before I'd even seen you as Big Daddy, seeing Jezza as fucking
Giant A-stacks.
Giant A-stacks,
He pulled it out of the bag, didn't he?
destroyed me. It's just that little bit of slick back of his hair made all the difference, didn't it?
It was literally just before we filmed. He ran a bit of water into his hands and put it through his hair, and like all of a sudden he's A-stacks, isn't he?
He really is. Oh, fucking! That video looks brilliant. Like he's proper good, and I'm going to throw it out there. You should catch this one yet.
I feel like it might be.
Yeah, and also, I think the Tories are possibly the most cuntish they've ever been.
I don't know. I think they were a bit more cuntish when Boris Johnson was in charge. And then they were a bit more hapless when Liz Truss was in charge. But now they've gone back to being sort of smart, suited and sinister.
Smug as well.
Smug and sinister. It's not a great combination, is it?
No, it's not. No, it's
But
not.
they're cunts and we're stuck with them, so you might as well fucking do something about it. And that's what this is about, is just trying to fucking... I mean, the Christmas number one gets written about everywhere.
Yeah.
And I'm sure... if we managed it, this will be the year that it didn't get written about everywhere. But you got to fucking give it a go and see what happens.
Yes, you have. Cunts, aren't they?
Cunts, aren't they?
Films?
Yeah. I just wanted to quickly, before we do the films, shout out to William Lee, who got the beers in for this month.
Thanks, Willie.
Thanks, Willie.
Willie's a good word.
It is. Got an itchy willy.
What did you call a dinkle when you was a kid?
Dingle.
A dingle?
Yeah.
Fuck off. Well, I've never heard that.
Well, that's what it was called.
A dinkle?
No, a dingle. It's me dingle, isn't it?
Did your mum and dad refer to it as a dingle?
Yeah, wash your dingle. Make sure you pull your dingle back properly when you wash it. Otherwise, you'll get a little infection.
Why have I never heard dingle?
Because you haven't asked. So people instantly know that we were never them kind of kids that's like, show us your dingle. You get your dingle out first. Well, what did you call it then?
Winkle.
It's me winkle, isn't it?
Oh, I've got something later about Willie's.
Can I just say fucking... Well, I want to say, I just thought of my old man. That was the first... My old man, I suppose I was probably like about 20, and my old man talks about... when he went to the doctor's out to get me nudger and me tabs out.
I've been on movie phone this
Yeah, of course you have.
Yeah.
You're factually inaccurate to the end.
What films have you got first?
I've got three films off of Movie Web.
Go on.
Dark Crystal,
Yes.
King of Comedy,
No.
The Verdict.
No.
I don't know. I don't know anything about The Verdict. They have Paul Newman in or something.
Should you talk about Dark Crystal?
Yeah, I don't know anything about. I haven't seen Dark Crystal.
Why?
Well, tell me about it. This is your opportunity to enlighten. This is
You bloody love the 80s.
Yeah, I do, but this is a perfect podcast situation. I don't know about it. You think I'd like it, so sell it to me.
I went to the Thameside to watch that.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I went to the Thameside today. Just doing a bit of charity work.
Yeah, of course you were. Oh, funny you've mentioned that. How long? Oh, yeah, 3 minutes into the podcast.
I don't like to talk about it, but... Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I mean, since the Ukrainian borders are closed, you've got to find something to tell people you've done, haven't you?
I just want to put a bit back, mate.
Yep.
But probably edit this bit out anyway, because I don't really want to talk about it.
Yeah, probably. You're a regular Prince William, you are.
Do you know what? I've sent a lot of people that picture of Prince William's cock since you showed me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was showing Beefy's cock round at the at rehearsals the other day.
Beefy's cock pic is a lot better than William's one, because William's one you really got to kind of go, oh, what's he got going on down there? Because he's having that sly piss, isn't he?
Yeah, with the weird kind of inverted V holding it.
Whereas Beefy's just like wallop.
But Beefy looks like he looks like a corpse on a slab. It's like one of the pictures that electrician bloke would have taken.
He was sexy though, wasn't he, Beefy? He just got a bit carried away.
Yeah.
Like, when you look at that angle, and when you think, like, if you're getting a suck job and you're looking down going, whoa, this is amazing, and they're looking up, they're seeing Beefy on a slab.
Yeah.
I've got some other films.
Beefy done a lot for charity, didn't he? So he can afford one slip up, can't he?
So you mentioned Dark Crystal.
Yep.
I think, was it Henson?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. It's just kind of like two little sort of troll-like characters. I can't remember much about it, but I did go and watch it.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking it was brilliant.
I had a little look on Wikipedia and it said, it was like Ensign and the Muppets crew, wasn't it? And at the time, people thought it was a bit like, a bit too serious.
I can't remember if there was a message in it. I was probably too young to know.
No, I think there was a message.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you want to guess what that message was to say something inappropriate?
Nope.
Good. Well, I've got some other films that come out. The Toy.
That's Richard Pryor.
It is.
So what's the premise of The Toy?
If I'm right, it's a rich bloke that basically pays Richard Pryor to be a toy for his kid.
Yeah.
When you say it out loud,
Racist connotations.
it's not great, is it?
No.
But
Was it a rich white family?
probably. I can't remember. But I remember thinking it was a really good film when I was a kid.
Yeah. I liked anything with Richard Pryor in.
Yeah. Solid moustache.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Great
Yeah.
tash.
Yeah. From the school of like Daley Thompson, that kind of
Yeah.
level of tash, wasn't
Yeah.
it? It weren't like a kind of sort of late 80s soul singer moustache. It weren't pencil
No,
based.
it weren't pencil, was
like,
it? It was probably like a Black Magnum.
Yeah.
A sort of slightly caterpillar-y, wasn't it? Kind of
Yeah.
went down,
Yeah.
didn't it? Sort of to the sides of his mouth.
Yeah. Airplane 2 came out.
I mean, it didn't because it's on movie phone, but,
He did.
well,
I've got a really bad feeling that you're going to look up films in January and they're going to be all of these.
yeah.
Right, but a film come out that I've never seen that I want to see.
What?
Party Party.
What's Party?
It's like a British film, and it's meant to be of a classic. It's got Nick Berry. Hang on, let me pull up the cast. It's a proper fucking cast.
What? Berry from EastEnders?
Wixie.
Yeah. Original Wixie.
Original Wicks. Was there? There was another Wixie, was there?
Yeah, David Wicks.
Yeah, but he wasn't Simon Wicks, was he?
Wish I could be like David Wicks.
He was a heartthrob Wixie, wasn't he?
Yeah, what the original Wixie.
Lose a win.
He had a part in, didn't he?
Yeah.
He could have been on top of the pops with fucking Oddle and Waddle, couldn't he? With
Easy.
That? Yeah.
Wixie made love.
He did, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
David Wicks didn't.
Nah.
David Wicks would have you over Pete's fucking vegetable stall.
And pop it in your pupper.
Where's me films? Here we go. So Party Party. It was one of them ones from the video shop. You must know it.
I don't know. I didn't know Wixie had done anything before EastEnders.
But I didn't know Wixie was in it. I knew the bloke, know that episode of Fools and Horses where Rodney's in a band.
Oh, I mean, I vaguely remember.
And it's the singer in the band. He's like a British actor that was in loads of stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, hang on. So Cole Howman,
Yeah, Jacko from Brushstrokes. Yeah.
Caroline Quintin, Daniel Peacock, Gary Olsen, that was his name.
Gary Olsen.
Yeah. And Nick Berry. And I think Elvis Costello done the song Party Party.
Who's Gary Olsen?
The one in the middle.
I
Right.
can see my eyesight's too shit.
I don't think fucking hell that looks well good. But that come out, and I was hoping you was going to say you'd seen it, but you ain't.
No, I mean, see, we should watch it.
All right.
Have a little cuddle on that.
Jacko had pubes.
He did, didn't he?
Yeah, he was a fella, Jacko, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Did you like Brushstrokes?
I seem to remember quite liking it at the time, but looking back, I don't know if I'd like it
was
now.
terrible. I remember thinking it was like he was a cheeky chap, wasn't he, Jacko?
He was just a jobbing painter and decorator, wasn't he? But the boss of the firm was that slaphead bloke, wasn't he? And his wife with the big shoulder pads.
Yeah.
And then he ended up in that fucking thing with Denise Van Outen, and
What was that?
Jacko did. It was fucking awful. I watched the first. Was it Samantha Jane as Denise Van Outen and someone else?
Oh, that
called?
sounds bad.
I can't remember what it was fucking called. It was like was he in a flat with all three of them or something? And I remember turning it on and seeing Denise Van Outen go, "Oh bollocks, you bastard!" and she's going off.
She ain't very good, Denise Van Outen, is she?
Oh, she was quite tidy though when Jamiroquai was
I never fancied Denise Van Outen. She's from round here, isn't she?
From Basildon, isn't she?
Yeah. What if Antonio had a go?
Probably.
He would have had a digit in there.
Yeah, that's the nearest we're ever going to get, sniffing Antonio's digits. I always question her moral integrity because she went out with that fucking cunt Jamiroquai for that amount of time.
He's the biggest cunt. Do you know what? He's in my top 5 cunts.
Gary Mansfield was
Yeah.
telling me the other day that when you need to just...
I'll watch it. I know what you're going to say.
When you need cheering up.
Once a month, if I'm feeling fucking rubbish, I will watch that video of that paparazzi nutting him and breaking his nose. It gives me such joy because he's such a cunt. You would say that, wouldn't you? You're giving it the bigger now, ain't you, mate? Bosh! Then he's got that moment of like, what'd you do that for?
Yeah.
And then he's got, someone hold me back. And then like that other fella's just like, fuck off. Oh, I hate him.
Yeah.
Little man syndrome he has.
But if there's any
Too
fans of
much money.
Jamiroquai out there, sorry about Roy's angry tirade.
Yeah.
This is the reason why Billy fucking stopped the sponsorship.
If
Your
Jamiroquai's got a
angry
new
tirade.
greatest hits out and wants to sponsor it, JK tweeting, we're walking in the air. Come out.
Did it?
Yeah.
What, on TV?
Snowman.
It weren't a cinema film, that was it? Start off, wasn't it on the TV?
Probably. It's a film though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
Do you like it?
TV film.
It's boring.
It's boring.
It is, isn't it? I remember loving the idea of it and then just thinking, oh, no one spoke. And I was just thinking, oh.
No, it's nice. Just a nice story.
It's not when the wind blows, is it? It's boring. You don't like it.
You're walking in it. Yeah, I do.
That song's all right.
Yeah.
The amount of times I mention I like Howard Jones and people say, what, the Walking in the Air song? I'm like, no, that's Ali Jones.
Imagine if Howard Jones knew that was the case, that people thought he was Ali Jones. He'd be furious.
Yeah. He'd probably bring on Nick Beggs at a fucking
Definitely.
80s pop festival and cover it.
With a massive fucking chapstick.
Is that what that's called?
I think it is, that big fucking wooden thing.
I was trying
with
to explain it to someone the other day.
Was it Chapman's stick? I don't know. It's a chapstick what you put on your lips when it's fucking...
Yeah, that's why it can't be called a chapstick. I'll remember that. It was just an overcomplicated bass instrument, wasn't it?
It's just it's a show-off instrument for someone that went to India to try and find themselves.
It's exactly that. It's someone that got bored with slap bass and went, how can I be a bigger cunt?
Yeah.
Fretless? No, I'm a bit more of a cunt than that.
5-string? No.
We've got this. Right, so the Snowman come out. And what was the other one I've got? There's another film that come out. One of the Pink Panther films. Was you a fan of Clouseau?
I suppose I was when I was a kid, but I don't remember anything about him other than him just being a bit hapless and that.
I just remember like him having his little tear-ups with his little sidekick that'd hide around the house.
Yeah.
And then I just remember thinking, oh, it's not the cartoon Pink Panther, is it?
It was good, the cartoon, wasn't it?
The cartoon was brilliant. And I was just like, I just want... And I just want... And the actual Pink Panther theme, and now you've met the Pink Panther, the Rinky-Dink Panther, fucking brilliant.
Yeah, two good tunes, aren't they?
Yeah. I know it's got nothing to do with this, but I ain't spoke to you about this, but I know we both love Happy Days, don't we, in the Fonz?
He ain't died, has he?
No.
Don't kill Winkler.
No,
not just before
not.
Christmas.
I'm not. No, I wouldn't. I love Winkler.
Yeah.
But I had Susie Quattro on Off the Beaten Track the other day.
Did ya?
Yeah. And as much as I wanted to talk about her illustrious career as being like the first woman to front a rock band and have chart success and all of that, I was just thinking, can we talk about Leva Tuscadero and meeting the Fonz? And she was well happy to talk about going on Happy Days.
Oh, of course, yeah. I forgot that.
She was in Happy Days. She's
Yeah.
never done any acting, but like I think it was like the director's. Was it the director's like daughter or something? Loved Susie Quattro,
Yeah.
and he see him and was like, oh, she'd be brilliant in this. So just gave her the job. of like literally being Leather Tuscadero, Pinky Tuscadero's sister. And like, he was in loads of it. I was like, just fucking hangs out with the Fonz.
Yeah. What's she up to now then?
She's lived in Chelmsford for the last 30 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Was she from around here anyway then?
No, she's from Detroit.
What's she living in Chelmsford for?
Met some fella.
It's really boring, Chelmsford.
Well, boring. Can you remember, and do you still get it, if it says this film may contain scenes of violence?
Yeah.
It's good, that, isn't it?
No, I'll look out for that. Yeah, violence, foul language.
Nudity.
Yeah, all those things.
What was the first film you see that you remember seeing tits in?
I'll tell you exactly what film it was, but I don't know if I can fucking remember the name. Because every Saturday night, my mum and dad would get a film out, like, and it was usually a fucking video nasty.
This is where we've fucking gone. This podcast.
No, this podcast started off. I looked at the little description on iTunes the other day, and it said, you know, like basically, it makes it sound like fucking the theme tune to Tom Sawyer. Time looking back on the days of the slow,
monumental moments.
Yeah, when living came easy and neighbours were friends.
Talk about Beefy's cock.
It is this all celebrity cock. So I think that might be why Billy's ditched us.
It's just nothing but cock. Didn't sign up for that.
I don't want to be tattooing them. Yeah, I can't remember what it was called, but it was a 15. I remember seeing that on the box, and I must have been like about 10.
I mean, that was gold dust.
Yeah, and there was like a scene. It was in like like an American bar, and in there's always a woman dancing with her tits out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I reckon mine would have definitely been like...
It was dark and the light was quite red.
I reckon, because my dad had always watched...
She was about a 34C.
My old man had always watched Death Wish films or Dirty Harry films.
Was your first tits you saw in a rape scene?
No, they would have definitely have been like startled tits, like just boot a door open, she like up on her knees on the bed, like 80s tits everywhere. Like that would have been my first set of tits. I think
that's good. I mean, it don't bode well, does it? If your first set of tits is rape tits.
Upstairs, downstairs.
Yeah.
For new listeners, Upstairs Downstairs is a game.
I like this idea there might be some new listeners rather than the same 10 cunts there's been for the last 2.5 years.
So this game is based around bald celebrities from the decade of the 80s. And I want to know that if they're bald upstairs, what's going on downstairs? Okay, come. Danny DeVito.
What are the two things I have to say?
So he's bald upstairs.
Smooth as an eel, or
no. That was a different game.
Oh, was it?
Was that Hairy Biff or Smooth Biff or Robert Smith?
Oh, was it?
A different game. This is upstairs, downstairs. So you just need to let me know. Like, they're bald upstairs? Are they bald below? What's going on down below? Pint-sized comedian Danny DeVito.
No, see, I would imagine downstairs he would look much like upstairs. There'd be like a bold ring around the base of his shaft and then like a ring of hair around it. His cock would be quite short. I'm not saying a micro penis, but if it wasn't for that bold ring about it, you'd only be able to see the tip.
Sure.
And I'd say his bollocks are quite small and they haven't dropped.
I'd like to point out for listeners that might not be familiar with Danny DeVito, he's a grown man.
We do not... Can I say one thing about this podcast is we do not describe little boys' cocks.
No,
and we won't be starting now.
Ming the Merciless.
I thought you were going to go Gary Coleman. Ming the Merciless.
Yeah.
I'd imagine that he had quite a long, thin urethra. around the base of his shaft and his nuts, there's hanging down like long straight hair like an Afghan hound.
Yeah, like his moustache.
Yeah.
Yeah, like for like.
Yeah,
Okay.
like for like.
And last one, Paul Daniels.
See, Paul Daniels didn't have any pubes, but he would wear like a little toupee above his cock that he would affix to like a child's hairband, and he'd put it down like the base of his shaft, and he'd have to keep it like around his bollocks to keep it on, because otherwise it would just, because he's got a very, very thin shaft, and it'd just keep dropping off, so he'd have to put it over his bollocks to hold it on.
Right. Good. Right.
It's put me on the spot a bit, that game.
Really?
Yeah. But I like it. I like the pressure.
I've got one more if you want to.
It's good pressure.
All right. Seal.
He had hair, but it all fell out when his rabbit died.
Completely smooth.
Nothing. When that bunny got maimed by that fox, the whole lot went. Cock, bollocks, the lot. Nothing.
Is he like smooth all over? Not an hair on his body?
He's got a few round his arsehole. But he can't see him unless he squats over a mirror. Which he does occasionally, because that's the only hair he can see on his body, and he misses it.
Seal, ladies and gentlemen. Music?
Yeah.
Okay.
How can I say, because it's Christmas,
Yeah.
a film that I think would have been very, very prominent in my 1982 Christmas was the musical Scrooge, which my granddad would watch every single fucking year. You know the one, it's got Albert Finney as Scrooge, Alec Guinness as Jacob Marley. You know the music, thank you very much, thank you very much. Got Anton Rogers, Roy Kinnear. It's like a proper musical.
Is it as good as the Muppets Christmas Carol?
Right, see, I saw it a long while before the Muppets Christmas Carol. So when I saw the Muppets Christmas Carol, I think the songs are better in Scrooge.
With Marley and Marley. Oh, Muppets
Yeah,
Christmas Carol.
no, it's
brilliant.
good. It's good Muppets Christmas Carol, but because I saw that one, that was the original. Thank you very much. It got nominated for like, I don't know, like a fucking like Academy Award or something for best musical song.
Has it got any Muppets in it?
I'm sure there's like one or two Muppets.
Fair
Yeah, like
enough.
an East End
Right,
way.
all right, like donuts.
Yeah.
It ain't as good as the Muppets one, guarantee.
Well, you're wrong, but it's quite heartwarming, the Muppets one, isn't it?
Brilliant.
Got Michael Caine in as well, isn't it? He's still going, and he's not dead yet.
Why are you saying that?
Well, because Angela Lansbury died the other month, and like you
We
can't
didn't
go on
mention her,
forever.
did we?
No, we didn't. No.
Murder, she wrote.
Was that the theme tune to Murder She?
That'd be brilliant if it was, wouldn't it? Murder, she wrote. Jack and Dee with some pliers.
It won't, was it? Do 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 ding 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 ding.
You used to watch that, didn't
Yeah, I
you?
loved it. Murder She Wrote. She was just a busy old cunt, really, wasn't she?
She was Mrs. Pig.
She was just the interfering woman, interfering net twitching woman who lived across the road to the shop where we used to hang about.
Why don't you fuck off? That's what you'd say to fucking Angela Lansbury if you come knocking on your door, wouldn't
Yeah,
you?
you're right. Mrs. Pig was on my dad's New Year's Eve telephone hit list.
That's a great thing, isn't it? A New Year's Eve telephone hit list. At a time of like merriment.
Yeah, I'm gonna get in at 2:00 in the morning, pissed out of my fucking head, and the
Get out the
first
phone
thing,
book.
the first thing that's going to happen in your New Year is I'm going to ring you up and abuse you down the phone. And he was laughing so much, I think all he got out from Mrs. Pig was.
Oh dear! I listened back to one of our first episodes where we talk about the excitement around one of our mums and dads being out and being able to muck about with a phone.
Yeah.
Right, you didn't have a fucking mobile. Imagine if we had mobiles back then. How much fucking
We'd have been in a lot of trouble.
yeah. And we was talking about what a fucking terrible idea the phone book was.
Yeah, just going through and finding someone with the name Duck or Leaking and...
Never got boring. Right, music.
Yep.
What
you got? The 19th, which is the Christmas chart.
Oh, no, I went the week before.
Well, why wouldn't you go for the Christmas chart?
Okay. We do that.
What's number one on your one? Beat Surrender?
No, it's just lost out to Renan Renata.
Oh, I got Renee and Renata as number one as well.
Save your love, my darling, save your love. I mean, the magic was dispelled, wasn't it, in the last episode when we found out it was just a fucking bloke from Preston and his missus that have been doing the circuit for a couple of years.
Yeah. One's croaked, the other one's still going. They were from Birmingham. Next.
Beat Surrender's at number 2. Do you like Beat Surrender by the Jam?
I like Beat Surrender. I do.
Urgent.
I do like it's urgent, isn't it?
Mm.
You can hear a bit of Style Council starting to come in there, can't you?
Yeah. That weren't the last one. Was it the last one or was Bitter His Pill the last one?
I thought Beat Surrender was the last one, but I'm not sure.
Not sure either. Time Clock of the Art by Culture Club is at number 3.
How's that go?
Give me time.
That sounds like where is...
Because time don't give me time. You're putting a face because you don't like...
No, I don't like...
Club, do you?
No, when I hear their songs, that's that face it makes me pull because I just don't really think any of them are any good.
It's not that good, is it, that one?
Yeah.
It's all right. Our House is up from number 12 to number 5.
Yes!
Madness.
I'd have been rooting for that.
It's
That's
good.
what I used to do is like the Madness. I'd like write down the position it was each week and just root for them to go higher. It was Madness.
Why'd you write it down?
Just so you remember what it was because I was a fucking sad little nerd. I loved Madness so much.
Good Our House.
It's good, Our House, isn't it? It's one of them ones that I've heard much too much, but I do think it might be the best thing they've done.
I think you might be right.
Like on the balance of things, when you actually, standing back in the cold light of day, looking at it with fresh eyes, it might be the best thing they've done.
I agree. What else have we got?
Apart from all the other ones.
Which are all brilliant.
Apart from One Better Day, according to you, the other month. So,
I'm glad to see you've moved on past that.
I just relish them fucking moments when you're wrong.
I'll tell you what I've got at number 10.
What you got?
Come, he told me, peace on earth.
So I do think sometimes you just think, what was David Bowie doing?
It's weird, that, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
Because
weird,
when you
isn't
see
it?
the video, like Bing Crosby looks like he don't know who David Bowie is, and
Yeah,
he just looks like a bit of a fucking confused old boy.
And David Bowie looks like he's not mucking about.
And David Bowie looks really fucking cool, but he's just like, he looks like he's just turned up at a retirement home just to fucking wave and like have a mince pie, but he's been roped into fucking having a sing-song with Grandad, and it's like, should have just done Danny Boy or something like that. And
It's weird, isn't it? Like, so how the fucking hell does that happen in the first place?
did you? I've absolutely no idea. Like, it's a bizarre combination of artists.
Yeah, I mean, like, what's David Bowie? I mean, it's a big hit, isn't it? So that's probably why they did it. But he's fucking weird, isn't it?
I've never seen it on a David Bowie best-of compilation.
No, and this is in between, like, Ashes to Ashes and Let's Dance, isn't it?
Yeah.
Weird. Fucking weird.
I used to really like singing Little Drummer Boy when I was at school. Parappa-pum-pum's a really good thing to do,
isn't it? Yeah.
It feels good when you parappa-pum-pum.
There's lots of them nonsensical things in songs like barba ba barba dang a dang dang ba ba barba ba ba diggy diggy dang dang blue moon blue moon blue blue, like just really fucking satisfying.
How good's Blue Moon?
Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
Fucking Ricky Hatton made a comeback like a couple of weeks ago, and he's a Man City fan, and he used to always come out to Blue Moon.
Yeah,
and like when he was like, obviously when he was like, it was only a lot of fucking, they weren't a proper fighters. It was what do they call it? Not a testimonial, like a fucking whatever you call it. But,
exhibition.
That's the one. But when like you'd be like right hyped up, and then like the lights are going, and you bar 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 bar. It was like, yes, here comes fucking Ricky, a fucking Blue Moon, and you just instantly just fucking think American Wealth in London.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Fucking love Blue Moon.
They got the monopoly on the Moon songs though, didn't they? So all them fucking songs, like the Van Morrison one, just always make me think of that
Tits.
song now. Yeah.
It's a wonderful night. Literally, if I went to you, it's hot tits.
Yeah.
Like straight away. That's the first time I saw someone lick someone out.
Oh, really?
That's what it was called in the 80s, wasn't it? You just went and licked her out.
Lick her out. Yeah, because I'm sure we spoke about it on this podcast. I remember this kid at senior, in the first year at senior school, going, so, like he said he had a girlfriend and someone went, have you licked her out? And he went, yeah. And they went, what it tastes of? And he went, piss. It's weird how things stick with you, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, fucking brilliant. What else we got? Mirror Man by The League.
I like the Mirror Man. Do you like Mirror Man?
Yeah.
That's one of my favourite League ones, I think. I think
Yeah.
it could be up there in the top couple of League songs.
What's the chorus?
Here comes the Mirror
Is that a
Man.
chorus?
Says he's a people fan. Here comes the Mirror Man.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it? Bum, bum, bum. But it's put
The
Northern
verse
Soul,
is
isn't it?
fucking, yeah, the verse is brilliant as well, isn't
Yeah.
it? It's really, that's a really good tune, that is. A pebble skips across
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, it's fucking great, Mirror Man. What else we got? Oh, it's not that good, is it? We moaned about Modern Romance the other month.
No, they were just having a bit of a laugh.
No,
weren't
they weren't, were they?
Yeah, just have a bit of fun. It's a good time, guys. Give him a break, you cunt. Miserable cunt. Not everything has to be Radiohead. They're just having a laugh. Right.
I bet Modern Romance, like, they've obviously fucking fell out because they all fucking hated each other because they all really fucking wanted to make it. Because you don't see Modern Romance at any of them 80s festivals that we go to.
No, you don't, do you?
No, I bet they're all on going, yeah, it's a shit business.
One of them, when I used to go and see Terry Edwards do like Sunday fucking jazz on the South Bank.
Right. Not the bald trumpeter.
No, one of them was one of the trumpeters, John Ecott or something. He was in Terry Edwards' band.
Right.
It might have been like a big Butterfield 8
Right.
thing. And they used to play all these covers on the South Bank on a Sunday, and you could just go and sit there and have a beer and watch them play. It was good.
I would have watched that. I wouldn't have wanted to go and watch Modern Romance. Honourable name for a band. Modern Romance.
I hate romance.
There was what was that?
I
show?
hate people
Fine
who
Romance.
I hate people that fancy their wives. Really horrible. Right.
Yeah, we just really love. She's like my best friend. Fuck off. Him by Ultravox is at number 13.
How's him go?
Don't know. Did you like any hymns at school? Or did you have to sing hymns?
Well, like, no, I don't. I don't like him. I don't like any hymns really, but I do like some Christmas carols.
What ones?
Oh, Little Town of Bethlehem.
Oh, little town.
Don't I start crying. That's right up there with Feed the Birds, Tuppence a bag. Just to fucking, I could actually make myself cry.
We used to do one that went, sing Hosanna,
Oh, yeah.
sing Hosanna.
Sing, Hosanna, yes, it's basically a football chant, isn't it?
And like, but that was it, right? And so they done a thing at my school where, like, if you wanted to be in the school choir,
Yeah.
and my mum and dad had told me I had a good voice, so I was like, I'll do it. And so they done like auditions for the choir when I was at like junior school.
My mum and dad had told me I had a good voice.
It's fucking horrible. That was my X Factor. And so I've gone in now, and I think there was a song like, and it was, would you cross over the road, my friend? Or something like that. And no, it had a fucking big chorus.
Cross over the road, my friend. I'll salute his strength to lend. His compassion has no end. Cross over the road.
How do you remember that?
Just fucking them ones you used to sing at school are stuck in your head forever,
It
ain't
was
they?
that, and I remember like just thinking, right, what I've got to do now is just go for it. So
I'd love to have seen this.
I must have just stood there like fucking hands like by my side. Just
Did anyone
fucking
turn round?
chest out, just fucking going for it. And they said like, if we tap you on the shoulder, go in the next room. And I was the first one they tapped on the shoulder. And I remember like fucking proper thinking, yeah, boy, and going in the room. And then someone come in the room after about 15 minutes and told me and a couple of div kids that we hadn't made it.
I thought you say the door to the room was just a fire exit.
It's like, oh, fucking hell. Like, yeah, didn't even make it in the choir.
Think you had it too large?
I got carried away.
Yeah.
I was showing off.
You showed them though, didn't you? You fronted a band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Losers.
There was one that we used to a hymn that we used to sing at little school, and it had a line in it that went, "I was cold, I was naked. Were you there? Were you there?" Do you remember that one?
No. Did you sing that with a teacher on your own?
Yeah. In the nude. It was freezing. But I remember whenever that line came out, I was cold, I was naked, everyone would look around and go, he's in the nude.
Right. I've just pulled up this website called 12 Classic Songs We Used to Sing in Assembly. All Things Bright and Beautiful. When the Night One is Spurs. I don't know that one.
When the night one is Spurs in the storm.
Dance there, wherever you may be. I am the Lord of the dance, said he, and I lead you. That one, I fucking love that. Go Tell the Mountain. I don't know that one. Give me oil in my lamp. Give me oil in my lamp. Keep me burning.
Give me oil in my lamp, I pray. Was that one?
Yeah.
Oil in my lamp, keep me burning. Keep me burning to the break of day. Hey. That was Sing Hosanna, wasn't it?
I don't know. Was it?
Have we just sung the wrong one to the wrong tune?
Probably. Don't matter.
I'll cut that out.
If I Had a Hammer. Never sung that one.
Yeah, you know that.
If I Had a Hammer.
If I had a hammer, I'd have it in the morning.
Yeah. My grandfather's cock.
My grandfather's cock was too big for his jock, so it dragged 90 yards on the floor. Oi! We used to sing that in music. We had to sing that grandfather's clock in music class, and someone would always sing My Grandfather's Cock, and everyone would join in, and we'd all end up stood in the corridor.
He's got the whole world in his hands. I used to love that one. I love the little sing song.
Yeah.
Kumbaya. Fucking hell. Yeah.
Oh, no, kumbaya. See, the ones that stick are the terrace chants, aren't they, basically?
Yeah, because you could just belt them out. And then I'm glad that I got that tap on the shoulder, because I went on to like shout songs for a living.
You definitely did shout
and all the
songs
ones
for a
that
living.
could fucking sing Walking in the Air probably got diddled with by a priest.
Yeah. You had a lucky escape that day. Unbeknownst to you at the time. You were upset, but unbeknownst at the time.
It was like ripping a plaster off. It's a quick pain.
Yeah.
Whereas, had I been able to falsetto it,
Definitely.
a life of being diddled. Any songs you want to talk about?
I think we should leave that on everyone's memory of you and your chubby little head not getting fiddled with.
In at number 50, In and Out by Willie Hutch.
In and Out by Willie Hutch. What number was that?
50. What were your favourite words at school? Like, was there a progression, like from like dingle? Like, where did you go with it?
I don't know. I think it just sort of went 0 to 60, really.
Right.
Of hearing the cunt word, and then I think once that had happened, that was the end of it. That was childhood was over. I mean, it was still another sort of 8 or 9 years till I got pubes. I was in this weird limbo. Just this little kid with a tiny little bold cock walking around saying fucking cunt all the time.
I remember hearing words like knob.
Yeah.
And thinking, and like dick.
I don't remember dick at all.
Well, you just, a little bit of beer foam there. You all right?
I've got a cold coming on.
No, you ain't.
I've
You
just
fucking-
choked on some beer foam.
You haven't got a cold. You just fucking.
No, I've got a
embarrass
cold. That's
yourself.
what the coffee. Oh, I've embarrassed myself. I'm not denying that. A little cry.
I remember like hearing words like plonker as well, and just thinking like, God, that sounds a bit naughty. Is that swearing?
I don't really remember any of them kind of like borderline swearing words, but I remember like it was like, you know, like one of the fucking kids who gives it the big un at school,
Yeah.
just like this little fucking prick who thinks he's really hard, and everyone says he's really hard. There was a flasher in the woods next to the school, like, and so the school all said, don't walk through the woods on your own. Always go through with someone else. And I remember walking through the woods with him, and him going, "Come out here, you wanker!"
Fucking hell!
And me thinking like, I don't want him to come out.
Don't get him to come out. He's in the woods. Like we said before, woods were a legitimate threat, weren't they? And that's just testament to it. I also wanted to mention Orville, Trouble with the Charts.
It just got in the charts here, I think.
And all of that.
That's your Paul Daniels impression. Is it anyone from the 1970s? Anyone from the late 70s, early 80s? Orville's new in at 33 here, but that was going all the way to the top, wasn't it?
What a load of shit.
Do you think Keith Harris was a nonce?
Why would you have something on your hand to lure kids in?
I can't answer that question.
Say what you want about Daniels. He was using magic.
Do you think Daniels was just like using magic as a fanny rat to lure in Debbie McGee?
Worship me, Debbie. Yeah, like that's all he wanted. He just wanted some muff. Whereas
Debbie McGee had a tidy muff though, didn't she?
Oh, mate, greed. Dinner off it.
When she first got with Daniels.
Trimmed?
Oh, yeah. She was one of the first people in the country to trim her bush. Think he used to stick a magic wand up it? He always had one to hand, didn't he?
I bet he was horrible.
I bet he had one up her fanny and one up her pupper like chopsticks.
Keith Harris not only had Orville, he had that.
Cuddles. That's a noncy fucking name for a...
Come on, come and see Cuddles. There you are, Keith. So, was there any puppets that weren't cunts in the 80s? Sooty. Boring cunt.
No, Sweep wasn't a cunt.
Annoying cunt.
No, Sweep was a laugh.
Roland Rat.
Yay, mate, phones!
Really good.
Roland Rat was brilliant, wasn't he?
Yeah. I'll tell you who weren't brilliant.
Oh.
Basil Brush.
Nah, he's back out this Christmas. Basil
Fuck off.
Basil Brush has teamed up with Blobby.
Shut up.
I think so, for a Christmas hit.
Rubbish. Basil Brush, I remember like the idea of it as a kid, like, yes!
Yeah.
And then he'd come on and it was just boring. That's the thing, like, he'd just be like, boom, boom. And it was like, oh, just bore off.
You'd much rather see him dismember someone's rabbit, wouldn't you? That'd be much more true to life.
I think so. However, you're right, because Sooty would be like, and like, he wouldn't even say anything. He'd just be fanning around with fucking...
No, he just whispered it in Matthew's ear, didn't he?
He whispered it in Matthew's ear whilst he had fucking... Daniel's fucking...
Just fucking...
magic wand fucking dipped in fucking Debbie's fucking bifter, like tapping that everywhere, just doing fucking spells that didn't do anything. And you had fucking Sweep, who was fundamentally just boring. But you're right, at least fucking...
No, he was a laugh.
Sweep. Tell me something he'd done that made you laugh.
That's just that noise. Sweep was pure punk rock. Sweep was basically like Sooty. Sooty was like Rick Wakeman and Yes.
Yeah.
And then Sweep come along and he was like the Pistols.
Yeah, all right, fair enough.
sweep, like just sweeping out the old guard of puppets.
But there was something fucking anarchic about yay! What now?
If you're gonna do roll and rat, you got to fucking yay, rat fiends. You have to really go for it, don't you?
I've never seen your mouth go so wide.
You can't do roll and rat in half measures. Yay, rat fiends.
Oh, I'm going to record that. I want to have my ringtone.
You're not giving some old lady an heart attack in the bank.
Oh, how good was Roland Rat?
Yeah, he was
When
good,
that
wasn't
come
he?
out and it was like him and Kevin the Gerbil
Yeah.
and Rory Hamster. It was fucking brilliant, wasn't it? Rat in.
They all done a spin-off record, though, didn't they?
What, did Kevin the Gerbil do one?
No, I mean, but like, oh, yeah.
Rapping was a number one.
Yeah.
Right.
It was a lot. I mean, I'm so fucking out of touch with what's going on nowadays, but there was a lot of novelty records, wasn't there, in the 80s?
Yeah, bucket loads.
You think fucking Spitting Image had a number one, Rapping had a number one? Morris Minor and the Majors get a number one. They did, didn't they?
Stutter Rap go number one?
I think so.
Fuck knows. But yeah, there was a lot of drivel getting spin-off records going to number one. Like fucking Blobby you mentioned a minute ago.
Yeah.
Load of shit
Well,
that
fucking
was.
Allville. Like,
Yeah. Shut Up Your Face and fucking Renee Renata. They're all novelty shit.
yeah, but Renee Renata ain't, is it? It's just like, it's just a weird fucking record from a different time.
Oh, it's proper holiday camp, isn't it?
Yeah.
A little game.
Yeah, go on then.
Inspired a few months ago by the Pinkies' hit Danger Games, I like to have a game called Game or Danger Games. Right, so I'm going to ask Kunt some games to play, and this one's all based around soap stars from the 80s.
Nice.
So tell me if you think this will be a game or a danger game. Off-ground touch with Curly Watts.
Off-ground touch with Curly Watts. Game.
Okay. Musical chairs with Wixie from EastEnders.
Game.
Playing Army with Grant Mitchell. It'd be a laugh, wouldn't it?
It sounds like, I mean,
Be a high-level game, but
Yeah,
it'd be great.
good game.
A swim and burger with Len Fairclough.
Danger game. Literally swim. Burger. Swim and burger bun.
Television?
Yeah. Hold on, are we done with it? Are we done with the chart?
What you got?
Was Keith Harrison once?
Have you literally made a note?
Yeah. I'll tell you what. Fuck. I went and looked up on. So there was a couple here that I'd never. Cliff Richard, Little Town.
I don't know that one.
No. Why is he sniffing around a little town?
No, it might be an outsider. Just go and find somewhere new and have a little look about.
Yeah. BBC should send some helicopters in and check what he's up to. Number 9. Give Cliff a sniff.com. He's got he's got an album of Christmas songs out, the Dusty Old Cunt, and have you seen the advert for it? It makes me want to throw up. Number 19 was
Why ain't he got a bird?
why ain't he doing bird?
Weird, isn't it?
Yeah, but the thing is, like, you know, no one minds if he's got a boyfriend. I do.
No one minds.
I do kind of get it that he's old school, and it probably, it's just loads of old birds who some of them wouldn't be all right with it. But
Elton John does all right.
yeah, exactly.
just want people to be happy, don't you?
I just want him to be happy, you know, or find out whether he's a nonce. Well, at number 19, was Sing Along a Santa. Do you know anything about that?
Was it Max Bygraves?
No, it's basically like, you know, like Chaz and Dave's Stars on 45 Pints
Yeah.
or whatever it was called. It's that, but it's just like old Christmas songs. Like, it's utter fucking dog shit. It wouldn't have happened at any time apart from the late 70s and early 80s. Just like this weird Stars on 45 of Christmas songs by a load of pub rock musicians. It's a weird fucking... You have to go and have a look at it.
I don't want to have a look at it.
And then the other one I see in the charts that I didn't know was... It was called Cachapaya. You heard of that?
No?
Cachapaya. Right, and do you know what? I saw the name of it, and I thought, I don't know what that is. And then that little fucking Cachapaya.
Stop saying that.
Cachapaya.
It's really horrible the way you're looking when you say it.
Cachapaya. I just started to think, I wonder whether it's that, you know that panpipe song?
Right.
And I went and looked, and it was.
Really?
Yeah, it was really fucking weird. Like, there's like the mysticism of it. Must have just like... And it looked like just a load of white blokes with like a couple of indigenous South American people,
Okay.
you know, thrown in for good measure.
Right.
All playing these panpipes and mucking about. So I had a little Google about them, and one of them...
Busy week?
No, just, you know, like you just go down a little rabbit hole, but one of them, a bloke called Simon Rogers, left, then joined The Fall, and then co-produced the Lightning Seeds album, Sense, Jollification, Dizzy Heights, and Tilt, and co-produced Three Lions.
I can't believe that sentence didn't end up with and then raped a woman in a caravan in fucking Cleethorpes.
Oh, no, do you want to know what happened?
Please.
Yeah, he fiddled with 6 kids doing bird. Simon Rogers, if you're listening, I was only joking, just trying to find a punchline at the end of that sensible sentence.
Where have you got music?
No, that's it. It finishes with Was Keith Harris a nonce? I got an event, a sporting event. Paolo Rossi won the Ballon d'Or.
Well, why are we talking about sport? It's TV.
Oh, sorry. That's the only... Have you got some sport then?
Well, yeah, but it's after. It comes after TV.
Oh, all right.
Would you want to do sport now?
No, I ain't got any TV.
Right. So I pulled up some TV listings. Grange Hill was on. Right, so I've gone December the 20th.
Yep.
It's getting to that point where it's like you've had a look through the TV and radio times. Christmas is coming. You're starting to get some good shit.
Yep.
Grange Hill was up there, wasn't it, with some of the greatest television ever.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
On this episode, I think this is kind of Talon the Gripper.
He was a cunt gripper, wasn't he?
He was a massive cunt. He was scary Gripper Stepson, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Can you remember, was there a bully at your school?
I don't know, really. Like, no, it was just like a few cunts. But I don't remember anyone like having a campaign of bullying, or like not like Gripper Stetson, who everyone would fucking avoid, or
Yeah.
just like, you know, just a couple of cunts who you'd have a fucking disagreement with or something. But yeah, that was it, really.
I remember there was like a few blokes at like my secondary school, the ones that had pubes when they were 12.
Yeah.
Like that at 15 had like come to school on a motorbike. Like, and they're definitely fingered people.
Yeah.
And I remember like there was a couple of them that I thought, fucking hell, I wouldn't want to mess with them because they'd like...
You don't want them to catch you sniffing their gloves.
No, like because they've matured into men.
Yeah.
And I was still just a fucking tubby short ass with a fucking micro penis. And like... And I do remember thinking, like, they were like, they'd smoked as well. Like, they definitely, like, they'd have 10 B&H in their back pocket.
I'd imagine, like, I always used to think they'd be smoking with one hand and just, like, fingering some bird slit with the other hand, like, while smoking. That's hard, though. It's like fucking patting your head and rubbing your stomach. It's
but
two different motions.
I don't think so. Not for people like that. People like that were like...
Oh, you just go, yeah, in, out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just getting the system in place. And I do think that people like that, when you're blessed with pubes at 12,
Yeah.
God's looking down on you and He's shined the light upon you to go and succeed.
I don't think it's like careful what you wish for, though.
Really?
Yeah, if you get pubes too early, like,
Where does that go wrong?
well, just like you've just done everything, haven't you? That's what happened to James Dean. He had.
Go on, carry on.
He had, well, I read it on Wikipedia. He had pubes when he was 8.
Jesus.
Licked out his first bud when he was 9. She was 11, so it was all right. So he said it tasted of piss. Yeah, then you've done the full fucking business by the time you're 12, and then what else is there to do?
Just fucking knock it all
Yeah,
on the
crash and burn.
Jesus.
Yeah.
One Man and His Dog was on.
Oh, was it?
Remember that?
Did he used to fuck his dog, that bloke? It's just one bloke, his dog, it gets lonely.
Thing is,
In that little fucking stone hut in the middle of the field at night.
if you're going to fuck a dog, you ain't going to, like, go and do it in your dining room whilst, like, the missus and kids are about, are you?
Oh, no.
You're out in the fucking...
If you was going to fuck a dog, would you do it over a field? You'd be that bloke that the train went past and people all filmed it on their camera phones. Like that fella and the goat.
Was he fucking a goat or a dog?
No, I think it was a goat because Mr. B, the gentleman rhymer, had a song called "You Can't Rape a Goat These Days." Can't rape a goat these days. It'll end up on your Facebook page.
That was it. It was like... Because we had the bloke that fucked a sheep where they held the air gun to his head and made him fuck a sheep. But, like, if you're willingly going to a field and you're going to have it off with an animal, you wouldn't do it near a train line, would you? I think you're right. I think with One Man and His Dog, one man on a lonely... It was like, he was just like one man in a lonely field with his dog. He's had a little look about and he's like...
Yeah. Do you reckon he's got a special whistle, like, and it kind of like paws at his fly and takes his cock out? Like he's giving it little treats, and every time it does something. That's so horrible.
The thing is, I imagine they're quite lonely men, shepherds.
Yeah.
And I just think maybe they're just having a little look over each shoulder.
Bad things happen when blokes get lonely.
No one's about. Little bit of pedigree tum on the helmet. No one's going to know.
That's horrible, your face.
You're scared of dogs, aren't you? You must be scared of dogs.
I ain't scared of dogs.
I've never seen you like. I don't know. You just. Why ain't you had a dog then?
I've had a dog.
No, you ain't.
Yeah, I have.
You've never had a dog.
Yeah.
When did you have a dog?
You just don't remember it. It was one of them dogs, you know, like...
Let him out the house and he's just gone out all day.
No, he's just... No, he's just like... He had no redeeming features, so, like... He was always there, but you just don't remember him.
Oh, you had a nondescript dog?
Yeah, he's just really nondescript. No, don't remember what breed he was. Like, he made no impression on me.
You ever been bit by a dog?
All the time.
What, by that dog?
All sorts of dogs. No, not him. He just wouldn't have bothered. Like, I don't remember what he looked like.
Have you been bit by a dog?
Yeah, all the time.
Never?
Yeah, no. I've been bit by a dog. Have you been bit by a dog?
Once, yeah. Over black shots when I was like really young.
Oh, really? Where did it bite you? What was the circumstances surrounding it?
So my dad had took me to black shots. And I was over there and he met one of his mates from the docks that was walking his dog over there. And his dog was like a kind of sort of border collie thing, but it had like these like a black dog with like little white eyebrows. And then when it looked down, I thought it had white eyes. And it come running towards me and I shit myself and I run because I just thought it was like some sort of devil dog.
Cujo.
Yeah, exactly. And as I run, I remember like when it caught up with me, I sort of slapped it away and it bit me hand.
Did you throw the first punch?
I think so. But then, like, it just, like, it probably didn't bite me hand very hard. It was probably just playing. But I remember, like, screaming.
Did it bleed or anything?
No. But I remember screaming and, like, this bloke, like, had a massive go at his dog and my dad just sort of took me home. And I just dined down it for the rest of the day.
Do you reckon you screamed more than when you flicked that snow spray in my eye?
I didn't scream as much as you screamed that day.
Oh, didn't you?
No.
But even when bitten by a dog?
No, I didn't go for Sato. No, not at all.
I got bit by a dog when I was doing my paper round, so I'd have been like...
18?
I was still doing it when I was 17. But my nan and granddad used to do like half of it while I was at school.
Why are you making pensioners do your fucking work?
It got them out of the house, didn't it? Because they were both retired.
What's wrong with you?
Well, it's not a
do your
sweatshop,
paper
is
around,
it?
you lazy cunt.
I was a lazy cunt. Yeah, I was doing my paper round, and it was down Parkside, and I've seen this little Jack Russell, and as I've gone through the gate, he's sort of disappeared round the back, and then as I'm putting the paper through the letterbox, he's just appeared from nowhere and just nipped me on the heel, and I've gone like, ah! Like, and the woman's looked out the window and gone, what? I'm like, your dog just bit me. And she went, no, he doesn't bite. And I'm like, he just bit me. And so I didn't deliver her a paper the next week because her dog had bitten me and she put in a complaint about me.
How far do you reckon now you could boot a Jack Russell?
Further than Juddy booted that concrete tortoise. Oh no! I mean, now I'd just, I would probably just, I'd just lever it over next door. No, you know, because I don't advocate cruelty to animals, but if a dog's a cunt like that, you probably are like within your rights.
It's a lesson learned.
Yeah.
Did you ever play? Was you there when we played dog shit golf over black shots?
Nah. What?
Sure.
Just hitting dog shit with golf clubs or sticks.
I remember Dean Good being there, and definitely Bollocks, and I think Carsole.
Dog shit golf.
And we got a load of cardboard boxes and made like sort of like little outfits, and we just put these boxes on, so we were like quite covered, and then just got someone's golf clubs and just whacked dog shit at each other.
How has that not been on TV?
I don't know. I can't ever recall Dickie Davis talking about it in the 80s.
No, it sounds like Banzai.
I don't know. I got a game.
Yeah?
One in the pink or one in the stink.
Okie doke.
So they're going front bum, back bum.
Front bum or back bum. Okay.
Ready? Sid Little.
Sid Little.
Little by name, little by nature.
I think you don't get a name like Sid Little without your cock being quite little. So therefore, if he went in the front, he probably wouldn't get any purchase at all. So he's going up the arsehole.
Bobby Ball.
Bobby Ball. He's an arsehole man all day long. You can just tell, can't you?
He's got it in his eyes.
He's flicking the pant elastic,
Yeah.
pulled it to one side, and whoop, up the arsehole.
absolutely.
Handful of spit.
What did Ted Roger?
3, 2, 1 in the pink. He used to do that little thing as well, like, didn't he? Like, one up the fanny, 2 up the arsehole, whoa, 2 in the fanny, 1 up the arsehole, whoa.
And lastly, Gary Wilmot.
Wilmot's a muff man.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, because I appeared, didn't I, on stage with him at the Thameside Theatre.
Right.
I told you this the other month, but you're probably too pissed to remember. And I remember, like, afterwards, like, we got shown backstage and that to meet Steve Jones, and walked past Wilmot's dressing room, and he's just got this bird, and, like, she's got her legs akimbo, and he's just munching on her muff and that. And then, like, and we're just this group of kids who, like, weren't quite sure what was going on. She had a big 80s bush because it was the 80s.
Yeah.
And then he's just stood up, and I'm not kidding.
Did he know you were there?
No, he hadn't realised we were there. He had the biggest cock I've ever seen. It was like a tube of Pringles with a fist on the end. It was enormous. And he's just started edging it into her.
What? The front or the back?
Front.
Right.
Front, yeah. You wouldn't have got that up an arsehole. God, no. And like all of a sudden, he sort of looked around and seen us there and go, "Oh, shut that door, someone."
Didn't care.
No.
So brazen. Doesn't surprise me, Wilmot. So we're going.
But he looked like he was really enjoying himself.
Fair
Like
play.
he had that look.
He's just come off stage. He's probably on a bit of a buzz.
Yeah.
He put in a good night's shift.
Yeah.
Enjoy your afters, mate. Right.
And also the name Will Mott. Will Mott won't ask.
Unless it's Wilmot Brand.
Yeah. What is it you keep mentioning Wilmot Brown all the time? You're obsessed with him, like the rapist bloke in Soap, and you have to keep bringing him up.
Is he the rapiest bloke in Soap? I don't watch soaps.
No, nor do I really, but he's the rapiest bloke I know of in Soap.
Same. Right. Where are we at?
I've got some Christmas toys here from 1982.
Oh, go on.
Do you want to do that now?
Yeah, definitely. Is this a game or just a chat?
No, it's just a little chat.
Oh, nice.
That fucking Casio, it's the Casio VL tone.
Oh, that's from a K's catalogue, that as well.
I think this is the Argos catalogue.
How good was that? Looking at all simps in a catalogue.
Yeah,
as a
it's
kid?
brilliant, isn't it? It weren't so brilliant when your mate got one, then fucking posted it through your door because you've thrown him out your house with the fucking demo on.
How much was that? 30 quid, the PT one?
Yeah, I think so.
Antonio had that one, but I said before, didn't I? Had the black one with the keys.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what I remember. I've obviously misremembered it, but that's what I remember you having and posting through the door.
I never had that one.
That fucking that demo. Like, who wrote that song?
A cunt. A busy
Yeah,
cunt.
Busy Cunt. Ding, 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 ding. It just fucking goes round and round, never ends. That's my hell.
Yeah.
It's just to be chained up somewhere with someone sticking stuff down my urethra and that song playing. Your cheeky little head keep looking through the window.
Oh, dear. What a fucking irritating cunt I was.
Yeah.
What else you got?
Oh, this was all the games that was in there. Yahtzee.
You ever played that?
Yahtzee.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just throwing dice and you've got to
Yeah.
get some numbers.
Loved that.
Did you have Yahtzee?
No, but like my mum and dad had it.
Yeah.
And I remember like thinking it was a boring game and then playing it and really liking
Good,
it.
good game. Did you ever have Simple Simon?
No, I wanted that.
Yeah, I wanted that. Never had it.
Nah,
Twister. Did you ever have Twister?
nah, it's probably for the best. I only would have got a stiffy.
Did you have Downfall?
No, I wanted that as well. Sid had that.
I had Downfall. That was quite good. You had to twist. You put little counters in and twist
Yeah.
them round, didn't you? Domino Rally. Did you have
My
that?
nan got me Domino Rally.
You spoilt cunt.
It was $5.99.
No one had Domino Rally. You had Domino Rally.
It was $5.99. I had
Yeah, but $5.99 in the 80s was like the equivalent of 75 quid now.
But yeah, my nan got me Domino Rally. It was like I don't believe it was like there was like a.
Do you think it was like a Tilbury Domino Rally?
No, it was a proper Domino Rally, and you used to get like tracks, and then you'd like clip the dominoes in, and then you could like lift it up, and then they'd all stand up. Because obviously, if you've got fucking big old jubbly fingers like me, you'd stand up all your dominoes, and then like after about 7, you'd be like, "Oh fuck's sake, I've knocked them over again."
Yeah.
But like the idea of them just like going around like fucking like loop the loops and that, it weren't the case.
No?
Like nah.
Did the advert lie?
Yeah. Of course it was. The advert looked fucking brilliant.
Do you have Etch-a-Sketch?
I did, yeah.
Oh, I had Etch-a-Sketch.
Weren't really fun, was it?
Once you've drawn a couple of square things,
That's it, isn't it?
Yes,
It's
it,
like,
innit?
I'll draw a circle. Oh, no, you can't really. I'll just shake it up and just put it back in my drawer.
But Mr. Frosty, you spoke about that.
Sport kids had that.
Your brother had it, didn't he?
Yeah.
In his fucking jodhpurs,
Have you got...
making his homemade slush.
is that the Star Wars page in the Argos catalogue?
That's the Star Wars page in the Argos catalogue. I've just seen my note about Technic Lego that you only had Duplo right up until you went to college.
So what's that? Slave one, snow speeder.
Slave one, snow speeder. I would have got the snow speeder either last Christmas or this Christmas. I've still got the box of that round me mum's up the loft. Like, it's just fucking makes me really happy to see the little diorama on the box. Yeah, the Millennium Falcon. So when would you have got that? Would you have got that before 1982?
I reckon 81 or 82.
Yeah. And then the AT-AT.
Never had one of them.
Do you know, I got one off eBay when I had some expendable income towards the end of my touring. I just fucking went divvy with Star Wars figures, and this bloke had an AT-AT up for 50 quid. And
with all complete.
Yeah. I mean, not boxed and that, but it's just it's all complete. Even had the little fucking figure and that.
Did you have one when you was a kid?
Nah. No, I never had any of the big ships. Like I had a snow speeder, and then like a couple of the little mini rigs.
Yeah.
Everyone had them. The mini rigs weren't even in the film, were they? It was just something from the imagination of the people at Palitoy. They were good though.
Yeah. Oh. Do you know what? Like, obviously we're near Christmas now, and like, if like the kids or like, you know, anyone says to me like, "Oh, what do you want for Christmas?" I'd just go, "I don't really need anything. I'm all right. Save your money, but I just want to go Star Wars stuff. Can you get me some Star Wars toys?" Because I honestly think you could probably get me like a nice bottle of whiskey or some fucking clothes or whatever. If I come down on Christmas Day with a load of big boxes in wrapping paper and undone it and there's Star Wars toys in, I don't think I could be any happier.
Nah. No, I think that is the fucking pinnacle, and it is like just a load of fucking Star Wars stuff.
What else you got? Is that a dusty bin?
That's a fucking... This shows it's 1982. There's a Rupert Bear, Danger Mouse, a fucking sort of fluffy, dusty bin that's almost as big as the girl on there.
That's what my brother had a wee in.
What, that actual one?
Yeah.
Was that yours and your brother pissed in it?
Yeah.
Or was it your brother's
it
and
got
you
passed
pissed
down.
in it?
No, it got passed down. It was his, because I remember getting up in the morning and all Bill's cars were in the bath in water. And I was like, why are all Bill's cars in the water? And it was like, oh, he got up and had a wee in his dusty bin that was full up with all of his toy cars in the middle of the night.
Merry Christmas, Bill. And then Orville the Dark. You could get your own Orville the Dark.
Oh, rubbish. What's all that shit next to it?
Don't know, like a fucking drill and it's all Palitoy stuff. Like, I don't know, like a fucking drill and that looks like a pretend fucking Polaroid.
How good was a catalogue when you was a kid?
Oh, it's fucking great.
Going
wasn't it?
through,
Like,
looking at all the shit you wanted for Christmas.
Yeah, and weren't going to get. But that's the fucking difference, isn't it? Is between then and now. He's like, there was, you know, you would ask for. I remember asking for like a fucking Batman Action Man, and I'd seen it on the TV. Never ever got it.
I remember like looking at, like, my mum used to get the K's catalogue, and I'd like just devour it like every day, like the toy section. And it had like, you'd look in it and it was like something like 80p a week.
Yeah.
And I remember just thinking, that's fuck all.
Yeah.
And obviously I hadn't done the maths. It was like just shy of £4 a month, and that was a lot of money back then. But I remember just thinking, 80p a week.
Yeah. Just like, cut someone else's hair.
Yeah.
Get me that.
You know what I mean? Get me that Hoff base. I really want it. You had that, didn't you?
No, I didn't. I don't think I had any of the bases or anything.
You had the Action Force base, you spoiled.
I had the fucking Action Force base, but I had pubes when I got the Action Force
you
base.
You were too old for that.
I don't think. Yeah, I think I was. That would have been next Christmas. I think that came out Christmas '83. So I think I was 11 when I got that. But you know, you just see it on telly and you really want it.
It looked really good, didn't it?
It's brilliant, and it's still fucking. I've still got it, like box and fucking everything. And with the figures, Gaucho and Jammer. Great that is. That's like, but you know, it was that fucking price. I just set it up.
I remember when we was at college and we go back to yours, it was all set up in your room.
When we was at college.
But
it probably was.
You had it like under like a table, didn't you? Set up.
Yeah.
Like in your bedroom. And I remember just thinking, fucking hell, he's got the fucking Action Force base.
It was, but you know, I was far too old to have it.
Yeah.
It was great though.
Yeah.
I remember making an Ewok hut out of an old bit of drain pipe.
I remember that.
That my old man had got left over from a job, and just cutting it out with a little saw, cutting out a little doorway, and then making the roof out of plasticine.
Oh, it did look really good, and I was proper jealous. But I remember I asked you to drop me home that night. We was in your motor, and I was just right. What else you got?
So this was one of the other games that I got around this time.
Right.
Do you remember the game Mastermind?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
With the little fucking pegs.
I never played it, but I remember it just looked really boring. And the box had a load of old grey cunts on it.
No, there was a kind of tasty Oriental woman on the box as well.
Right.
So this game Mastermind, you had 4 or 5 coloured pegs, didn't you?
Yeah.
And your opponent had to guess them pegs, and they had so many kind of goes at it to guess the combination of pegs, and you'd have to tell them how many they got right, and then they'd change it, and it would go like that.
Boring. Is that your game?
Yeah. So I'm going to get 5. No. So in the spirit of Mastermind, this game is called I've Started So I'll Finish.
Okay.
Right. So we've got 580 celebrities.
Right.
They're banging a bird. They're well into the sturdies, and she starts to sober up and realise it's not what she wants and tells them to get off.
Okay.
Right. So do they A, stop the cavalry?
Yeah.
Or B, say I've started so I'll finish? Right. So first one, Jonah Louie.
Let's stop the cavalry.
Yeah, stop the cavalry. B, second one, Terry Hall.
Terry's having a good time. But he's very, very aware of the situation. He's a politically sound man.
Yep.
He's seen enough. He's seen enough fucking bad shit happening. Why are you fighting each other and stuff like that? He's moved on. He's
not going to make another statistic, is he? He rolls off, puts his underpants back on, and makes the excuse.
Goes back to Coventry.
Yep. Suggs.
Absolutely, he's got caught up in the moment. He's having a smashing time. Reality sets in. He's like, oh blimey, and pulls up his pants and apologises and
stop the cavalry.
Stop the cavalry.
Andy McCluskey from OMD.
He stopped the cavalry
straight away.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, just withdraws straight away. Puts his underwear back on.
Another fucking pop gem.
Yeah,
bloody lovely bloke.
Jimmy Nail.
Shall we move on to have we done sport yet?
No, I don't think so. Hey, man.
Right, this year in sport, we do news in a minute. We do.
Okay. It'll be more I've started, so I'll finish next month.
Okay, great, good game. Right, this year, just having a look at December 1982. Tilby-based athlete Leo Antonio still coming to terms with his loss at the 100 metres at the William Edwards Sports Day, September that year. He took that hard. It was the World Archery Championships.
Oh.
Can you remember where our Cubs was? And where we used to play football, where we had our first Cub football ground.
Yeah.
On a Saturday or a Sunday, that was an archery field.
Oh, fucking hell, yeah.
And it was an archery hut.
I'd completely, got burnt down, didn't it?
Yeah. And they
I'd completely forgotten about that.
And so at the dip-in, they put, archery targets up.
Yeah.
And just a load of old fucking blokes that Real Al and fucking... What else did they like?
The archers.
Yeah.
Drinking archers.
We'd just go and muck around with bows and arrows.
Battle recreations they also liked.
Do you reckon... Did you have a bow and arrow as a kid?
Yeah.
You didn't, did you?
Yeah, I did, yeah. like just a kids one.
Yeah.
Because I remember going to a fancy dress party for Halloween at Little Thurrock School.
Why was you going to my school?
Don't know, because Sim and Claire went there.
Right.
And there was a fancy dress party for Halloween. So it would probably have been about... Yeah, it would probably have been like 1981, 1982.
Right. So not all the kids just going, oh, there's some fucking clever kid here that's 6'4".
With 2 pubes.
And a metal jacket.
No, I don't remember anything about the party, but I just remember my mum hadn't sorted us out Halloween costumes. So my sister went, like, she went as like a black cat or something, and I went as an Indian. Like, what would nowadays be called a Native American.
Yeah.
So with this bow and arrow, and like just a rudimentary headband with a couple of feathers sticking in it that had been found in the garden.
If I threw you over One Tree Hill with a bow and arrow...
Yep.
How long do you reckon you'd last with just that?
What, you mean like killing stuff to eat?
Yeah, surviving.
Well, I'm a
You ain't walking home.
I'm
right?
a vegetarian, and I also know the weight of the little mace in Leyland
look, you're
from
not
there.
going to Mace and like and the halfway house is shut. Like, all right, look, you're in the middle of fucking the Yorkshire moors, right? You've not stuck to the roads. You fucking found yourself on the moors, and you're famished.
Well,
You got
I've
a bow and arrow.
Bow and arrow. So what have I
Right.
got to kill, like a deer or something?
Well, no, the clock started now, right? How long are you lasting?
Well, I mean, I reckon I could go like... I normally finish my lunch about 12:30, and I'll have me dinner about 4:45. So I reckon I could go about 3 hours, 3.5 hours without food. So I'd just practice for a couple of hours with me bow and arrow, get me eye in, and then like I'd just go like and wait by a rabbit burrow, just wait for like the one to come out, and then I'd just like shoot it through the fucking ear hole.
How long you take? How long's that take? How long you lasting?
Well, a couple of hours practice, and then like I probably got one dead within an hour, and like just make a fire just from like flint and that. Get a couple of sparks going on some dried wood and bracken.
Yeah.
Get myself a little fire. Boil me billy. That's what I call a kettle. And I'd be all right. I'd be all right in the wilderness. You're the one that's like, oh, I'm cold, I'm lonely, I'm bored. That's you. You think you're Mr. fucking Ray Smears, but you ain't. You're always trying to make me sound like a cunt in the wilderness, like a city boy in the countryside. But I'm not. I'm more streetwise than you fucking give me credit for. I'll be all right. I went to France.
I just want to touch on Antonio coming last in the 100 metres.
Why can't you let that go?
When do you think in your life has been the time that you've run the fastest? When have you bombed it and just thought shit, and you've really bombed it and thought that was fast?
Oh, I'll tell you, the fastest I've ever bombed it was when I was coming back from Australia. I went and done the little gigs there in Adelaide and Melbourne, and then Alex, who ran the Laughing Horse Fringe, and Nick Coppin, one of the comedians who sort of ran some of the gigs over there, they said, "Oh, we come to the airport with you," and so we come to the airport, and we just sat there having a beer and just like chatting about the previous few weeks and stuff, because it's fucking brilliant going to Australia, and then I've just looked at my watch and my plane leaves in like 15 minutes. And I've just realised like I've completely fucked up.
Ooh,
like, and it's lots of money, isn't it? Like, it's really fucking lots of money. So I've gone like, fucking hell, I've got to go. So I've just legged it. I've just fucking pegged it.
Did you know where you was going?
No, not at first. And then I've kind of found it, and there's a massive queue that's moving really fucking slowly. I'm thinking, my plane goes in like 15 minutes. I'm fucked. And so I thought, I've just got to push in. I've just got, like, that's the only way. If I do the British thing and wait in this queue, I'm going to miss my plane. And so I've just said to people, I'm really sorry, my plane's just about to go. I've got to push through. And I just pushed through. And no one saw. A few people tutted and that. but I just got through, and then I've just fucking pegged it to the gate, and it was just closing. Like, it was. I can't believe I fucking made that flight.
I was thinking about this, about the time that like I would have bombed it the fastest. And have I ever told you about the time that me and Barham went and watched The Exorcist?
No, where was that?
At Lakeside, when it first opened, when the cinema was there, before the shopping centre opened. And they were doing a late night showing of The Exorcist. And me and Barham went to see it. And we decided we was going to walk home. And I think Gradley might have been this as well. And we didn't really know what The Exorcist was. And needless to say, we'd gone to this like midnight show and watched it. And it scared the living shit out of us. We must have been about 15. And we walked home from like Lakeside before the shopping centre was there. So we walked home through like all the chalk pits and stuff like that. And we was all really acting hard, like just going like, that wasn't scary, was it? And you could tell all three of us were terrified of like what we'd seen and really just wanted to be at home in bed. And we walked, when we got back to the estate, just as soon as we walked onto the estate, there was like a car just sitting there. And as we walked towards it, he just put his headlights on. And we were like, oh, shit. And then it turned them off again. And then when we got right next to the car, before we looked at anything, he must have hit his central locking to unlock something. And we'd been giving it the big un. And the minute we were like that in the dark and the silence, we shit ourselves. And all three of us just like proper bombed it. And I remember like outrunning Gal and Gradley. And I was a tubby little fucking teenager and they weren't. I was so scared of nothing. I just like freaked myself out watching The Exorcist. Scared. But I remember like bombing it that, and I still think that's the fastest I've ever run. Did
you ever get chased? Do you know, like by like other kids or a group of kids when you were on your own or anything like that?
I don't think so. We got chased once when we was over, and we was about 17. Was you there when we was over the dip-in and we was on the swings and a load of the fucking chapel boys come over? And we was with Bollocks and Dean.
No, I don't think
Chris.
So.
And we was just on the swings and they all just come over and it was all like the TUT and that.
Yeah.
And some bird just started like giving it. And I remember just thinking like, well, I'm old enough to not really be bothered about this.
Yeah.
And then we was like, we just got up.
I'm just going to leg it and cry anyway.
But we just got off and walked off. And then I think like we got out of the dip-in and then like crossed over Dano's. And then when we got to like Black Shots, we just were like, get 'em. And we just start seeing them all bombing after us.
Yeah.
And I think when you hear someone say get 'em and bomb it, your natural reaction is to go, leg it.
Yeah.
And so we just legged it to Dean's house.
Yeah.
And then his mum was like, are you boys all right? And we was like, yeah, we just got to stay here. And it was like, oh, we'd literally run to his mum.
Some big boys said get 'em.
I'll definitely have pubes then. Right, so what have we got left? We've got news left. I've got a little game.
Go on then.
Another round of Porn Hub or Porn Snub.
Right, okay.
So tell me a scenario where they're at home, either on their own or with their missus, and they've got an opportunity where they've got the laptop out.
Yep.
Are they watching Pornhub or are they porn snubbing?
Okay.
Kevin Keegan.
Keegan.
Tight tracksuit bottoms.
Yeah, you're right. You've painted the picture well there. So Keegan, he's got his 1970s nylon tracksuit bottoms on. They're quite tight and they're causing a bit of friction on his bell end because he was circumcised. So like his helmet is at the forefront of his mind all the time. He's only circumcised recently and his helmet's very sensitive and it's out and it's rubbing against, because he goes commando a lot, Keegan, as well. And his helmet's rubbing against his tracksuit bottoms. He's recently circumcised, so his helmet's very sensitive. Got nowhere to hide for it. And so he fetches the laptop.
All right.
And he likes it airy.
Of course
Keegan.
He does.
Yeah. Big bushes that are reminiscent of his heyday in the game.
It's a nostalgia wank.
Yeah. And also, like, as he's about to spunk, he goes, love it. I really love it.
He says, what, sorry?
I love it. I really love it. He likes ejaculating.
It's fine. Pornhub or porn snub? Nigel Mansell. Solid Tash.
Yeah. See, with a Tash like that, he's got fanny on tap. He don't need porn, but he likes it. And he likes it fast as well.
Oh, of course he does.
Yeah, because he's an adrenaline junkie. So what he'll do is the first bit where she's just turning up at the studio and like doing little dances and stuff, he skips straight past that.
He ain't got time.
No, he ain't even got time to watch her get her bra off and that.
Yeah.
He just goes straight to the bit where she's getting poleaxed up her chuff or her pupper, and then he just beats himself 100 miles an hour until he's done.
Yeah, till the wheels come off.
Yeah.
Okay. Hub. Zola Bud.
Now, if I'm right, Zola Bud, did she used to run barefoot?
She did.
And she likes her porn bareback. She won't ever watch anything where there's a Johnny. She's completely against.
Seriously?
No, she's completely against it.
Right.
Yeah.
Fair enough. And I mean, it's a dangerous time to do that.
Yeah, but that's what she likes, and she just likes bareback porn, and she likes nothing more. Because am I right? She was involved in an incident with Mary Decker Slaney where she was it Zola Bud?
Pricked her with her spikes.
So I'd imagine that's kind of in her mind as well. So she likes to see someone.
Quite literally some girl on girl action.
Yeah, she'd like to see a couple. She likes to see a couple of birds jostling, and then some fella coming in and just doing them both bareback. Probably, I'd say, up the fanny first, but then definitely up the pupper afterwards.
Okay. Dennis Taylor.
Now, Dennis Taylor, correct me if I'm wrong, was best known for his upside down glasses.
Yep.
And he likes nothing better than to see someone upside down on someone else 69ing.
Dirty cunt.
He loves it. And what he likes best is, because he's of a slightly ginger persuasion, he likes a ginger MILF with a big black fella.
Lastly, Jockey Wilson.
With a name like Jockey, you like a wank, don't you?
But is he happy with his faults? Around the clock, around the cock, or is he all about the Pornhub?
I'd say I think Jockey Wilson would probably sit down there. He's got a wife who's of similar kind of stature. She likes a pie as well, and they'll just sit there with their big old bellies out and that. He'll just reach over. He'll be strumming her cunt, and she'll be like reciprocating. He's got quite a small cock hidden under his belly somewhere, but she'll reach under, she'll find it, and she'll be gently jerking him, and they'll just be watching like couples swap him. And they have it off afterwards, and he always finds her bullseye.
Oh, fuck. Right. News.
This used to be a really nice podcast, didn't
I
it?
don't know why it's just
What happened to it?
okay. News. It's been a really, really tough month for news. But they did release a British postage stamp with Bob Marley on it.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
If you could have released a stamp in the 80s, who would you have put on it, and who would you have sent your first letter to?
Well, anyone from the whole 80s.
Yeah.
Well, if I could choose, can I choose like 4 people?
Yeah.
So I'd have a stamp that's kind of like broke into 4.
Yep.
Suggs.
Yep.
Belinda Carlisle.
Yep.
Mahoney.
Yep.
Larville Jones.
And who are you sending your first letter to?
The Fonz.
Perfect.
Have you got anything for that? Well, that was like, it was off the top of my head, but I'll stand by it. So who would you put on a stamp from the 80s? That fella from the Flying Pickets?
What, a ball bomb?
Yeah.
Him. The trumpet player from Modern Romance.
I went to see Terry Edwards play one time at the Crips in Deptford, and his name was Spike, wasn't it? The bold fella from the Flying Pickets. He was in this sort of duo, this weird kind of arty duo called something like Ghosts of the Machine or something. And I remember he was wearing these leggings and he didn't have any pants on, and so like you could see the outline of his cock and bollocks. And from what I could see, I mean, it was fairly dimly lit in there, but it looked like his cock was a similar shape to his head.
He was weird looking even then, wasn't he?
Yeah, he had a bit of eyeliner on and no underwear. If you're wearing a legging, like you've got to really wear a pant.
He looks like the sort of bloke that'd fucking stick a bottle of Nuki Brown over your head in a working men's club in Wales.
Yeah.
But then, like, the video had sort of changed to him, and then he'd just kind of go, ba-da-da-da.
Yeah.
Ba-da, and it was like, I don't know where I'm at with him.
No.
And I don't want to see him on stage, and I certainly don't want to see the fucking
outline of his cock.
No. The other bloke from Flying Pickets.
He was in Coronation Street and that, wasn't he?
He was in Twin Town as well.
Oh, yeah. Never saw the outline of his cock.
No one needs to see it. Why would you need to see it? Why are you getting on stage? How old was he when you see him? Because in the 80s, in the early 80s, he must have been about 40.
That would have been in the late 90s, I reckon. Mid-90s.
You're nearly 60, man. Why are you wearing leggings? Showing off. Why are you wearing leggings?
Don't know.
I wore leggings when I was on stage showing off.
Yeah, we all did.
Yeah, but I was like, where old were we? 19?
25.
Oh,
sorry. So you've got him, you've got the trumpet player from Modern Romance.
Angry Anderson. And
are you having all bold people? Bloke from the Hills Have Eyes.
Nah, I've used him too much.
Oh, have you? He's my go-to bold man. Errol Brown. You've got to get your quotas up.
Errol Brown. Right. What else have I got for news?
Errol Brown don't want to be a token black bloke on your. Who else is there? Oh, there was the one. What was the fella off Sesame Street called?
Gordon.
Who would you send your letter to?
Don't know. I'm really struggling now.
Mr. Bennett.
I was literally going to say Mr. Bennett. How fucking weird's that? I was literally going to say Mr. Bennett. Yeah, dear Mr. Bennett, you don't bother me too much, but my old man thinks you're a right cunt. Can you leave fucking Tony? Why we ain't spoke about Tony Hart that much, have we?
No, we. I think we closed the book on Tony Hart the other week when we were speculating on him.
He wasn't a good bloke like Johnny Morris was a good bloke, was he?
No, he wasn't. He wasn't. He was a nice old man, Tony Hart. He never fiddled with any kids, and then he used to just get home from there and just like
make a morph.
I don't think he actually made Morph. I think Morph was made by like the production team and that.
But what did Tony Hart do when he got home?
He was just a normal old bloke. He'd get home, he'd open up his laptop and just go on Lemon Party. Made myself laugh there, silly old cunt. If you could have 3 old blokes on lemon pie, anyone, who would it be?
Bronson.
What, from Grange Hill?
Yeah. Mr. Bronson, Sid James, and Compo.
Ugh.
Who would you have?
David Attenborough. David Jason, Captain Tom.
Ponce or nonce to finish?
Fucking hell, how many games you got this week?
It's the last one.
Right.
We've done that. We can finish on this. Ponce or nonce? Adam Chance. Crossroads. Pencil Moustache. Lothario. Made love to Jill Chance. Looked very debonair. Loved the ladies.
Got the keys to people's rooms. Oh, what's that? A teenager's suitcase? Oh, that looks like a training bra. But no, he's a ponce. He's a ponce.
Okay.
He puts it back.
Okay.
Zips it up and leaves the room as he found it.
Cleans the room.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fresh tea bags. Clean sheets. Johnny Hates Jazz frontman Clark Datchler.
Young teenage girl fan base. Access to backstage corridors. Fire exits. What goes on in Datchler's dressing room stays in Datchler's dressing room. No, he's a ponce, isn't he? He's a ponce.
Kiss Me, Stephen Tintin Duffy.
Oh, he was very attractive to the teenage girls. When he Smash It's pin up, probably did road shows.
What was the icing on the cake, I ask you?
Was it his jizz on some teen's tits? No, I don't think it was. He was a ponce.
Okay. Tears for Fears singer-songwriter Roland Orzabel.
Again, it was a time of smash hits. There was a lot of girls in and out the dressing rooms. Did he sow the seeds of love?
Did he tell them not to shout?
Did he put his hand over their mouth? No, he didn't. He was just a ponce.
Yep. Okay, lastly, Radio 1's Paul Gambaccini.
Remembering when we were young in the 80s.